Welcome to Lime Rock. I'm Nick, founder and coach at Corner Faster. We host test days for current racers and an SCCA accredited school for the next ones. This video is part of a 10-part series where we take a look at Lime Rock Park in the iRacing simulator and go from a virtual track walk up to race ready. We're now up to the 8th video in the series, and this is all about turning on the lap timer to measure and improve our overall pace. Let's jump right into the sim and turn the lap timer on in this 8th video of the series. And we've got a track temp of 44 degrees, moderate usage. So let's head out. And definitely before just turning on the lap timer and ripping it, take a look at some of the other videos which break down the different techniques and approaches. But if you've made it this far, you're ready to stop analyzing and overthinking and just let it rip and see what it can do. So the first 10 laps we're going to do is just a warm-up, and we're not going to worry about the lap time as we cross start finish. The next 10 laps we're going to try to get within half a second or at least 1 second within our session optimal lap time. So that's going to be the best theoretical lap time across all 4 segments based on what we've done so far. That's sort of a consistency challenge. And then finally we'll go for outright lap time in the last 10 laps, breaking it up into a couple 5-lap sessions. So we'll check back in after the warm-up as we head out for the second part of our session. We're going to take 10 laps and try to get within half a second of our optimal session lap time, in this case of 56.67. If we can't do that, we're going to at least try to get within a second. So our target lap time each lap is going to be a 57.17, or at least try to keep it under a 57.67. All right, that's our challenge. Let's head out on track and we'll see you again in about 10 laps. That started to get difficult at the end. I don't think would have been able to keep it within half a second of the optimal lap time given how the tires were heating up, but definitely a useful and challenging exercise. Now let's head back out for a third time. This time we're just going to go for the outright best lap time possible. So we're going to take a couple attempts at this, 3 to 5 laps, and just going for the outright best single lap, trying to pull it all together. And once we're done, I'll show off the best lap for the session. Best lap of the session, given that slightly cooler weather did come a bit later. So let's ride on board. And at this point, I'm not trying to analyze or overanalyze anything too much. Just trying to think about basically one tip per corner. And on this one, it's nailing the second apex. For the left-hander, it's really just about finishing the corner to set up the right-hander, getting to this spot right here for turn-in. In the uphill, it's really about getting just enough rotation at the apex, given all the speed being carried in. So we can get that wheel straight over the top. Trying to sneak around the apex curve without hitting it in West Bend is always the trick. And then right here into the downhill, handing off the steering and the pedals very briefly. And there you have it. I think that's a 56.49. And that wraps up the content for this video. All about turning on the lap timer and a few drills to work on consistency and then outright pace. Don't skip over the prerequisite steps, getting up to speed in a progressive, gradual manner, working on each aspect of our driving. And of course, stick around for the next couple videos where we wrap up looking at racecraft and what this place looks like in the rain. In the meantime, check out cornerfaster.com, and we'll see you at Lime Rock.